Hello and welcome to another Doctor Assistant 1 video. I'm doing another behind the scenes so far. I may have already mentioned this probably before. I really do like doing these because they're just really, well, I find them really relaxing. Doing these behind the scenes so far. It's just really nice, and I give it, and I guess if you're really interested in my figure reviews, figure adventures even, and that, it gives a bit of an insight to what I'm thinking of doing, or what went on behind the scenes, I guess, or what made me think that that was a good idea, if you thought that was a bad idea, or blah blah blah, and so on. But yeah, oddly enough, I've got something quite main to think about, or that I specifically wanted to talk to you about, or say in this video, that that after doing the first one, I've just started thinking a lot, at least with this part, thinking about what, I could put in, not because I had a lack of ideas, far from it, but how I could structure those ideas and put them into sort of a sequential order. And so the basic format that I've got, which I personally think would work, or does work for me at least, is just thinking beginning, middle and end. So I thought beginning, okay, well, what's a good beginning? Well, the TARDIS hasn't landed, so the TARDIS could land, talk to the Brigadier for a bit, or do something along those lines. Middle, Doctor could be on Mars or wherever and stuff, or somewhere else. And then end, kind of on a cliffhanger, or introducing some other characters, which are these two people. The year is 2050, and that, just saying. And yeah, and I didn't want the TARDIS to just be used to just take the Doctor to Mars and stuff. I don't know why. I just wanted him to do something different, and a different way of getting there. I also am gonna just keep these my figure adventures, as I said last time, 7 to around 8 minutes, because again, I stand by what I said last time. I really do think that's a good time frame to work in. Less than 7 minutes, not enough content. More than 8 minutes, and I think it really starts to drag, with either too much weird dialogue-y stuff that don't really add to the adventure-y episode thing, or a lack of, or a, what were it? Either too much dialogue and stuff, or the opposite, a lag. And I think the nice middle ground is 7 or 8 minutes and stuff. But again, to add to that, I think the beginning, middle, and end thing should hopefully really work well. And that, I don't think, I think if I had to review this part today, I've literally just finished. I literally just do these behind the scenes, well, from the Spirits and Red Planet Project ones at least, straight away from when I've done an episode, I'll just click play and rant about what I've done and stuff. So yeah, if I had to review this part, Red Planet Project Part 2, I'd say the strongest bit would probably be, personally, I thought, the middle. I haven't actually rewatched it, so as I've done it, I think the middle was the best bit. I think it was a bit wobbly, but I do think that it was the best bit. The beginning kind of dragged on a bit. I had no idea what specifically I wanted to say, because I had this really cool idea of the Brigadier and maybe the Doctor kind of going back and forth between each other, because as all hardcore Doctor Who fans know, the Brigadier and the Doctor haven't always had the most straightforward of relationships, and I think that's what's always made their relationship one of the strongest, because it's not, the Doctor doesn't always, always speaks his mind to the Brigadier and says, I think you're a bit of an idiot. And the Brigadier's always like, well, I think that I could do more than you actually think, you know, which I think is admirable of the Brigadier and really makes him stand out as a companion or as an associate to the Doctor. 'Cause, well, I feel like he's more than a companion, but because he's been with so many of the Doctors, but I like the fact that, yeah, he stands up to the Doctor and kind of, you know, kind of tells him that, yeah, I do actually, you know, disagrees with him and does think that he's better than what the Doctor always says that he is. Yeah, the strong point, again, was the middle, I thought. The weakest bit, which was a shame, really, was the ending. I thought that was really weak. It didn't have the impact that I wanted it to have. You know, I recorded it and I just felt like, just from doing it, I felt like it didn't have the finesse and the impact and the punch that I wanted it to have. And that, maybe it will to some people, I don't know. But I just didn't feel it. And that, so really I only have myself to blame, but whatever, you know. But yeah, but personally I think I'm putting a bit more pressure on myself now, because of all these different ideas that I've got, you know, the 7 to 8 minutes thing, the middle of the end, and the beginning, middle and end thing, and also just all these different ideas that I feel like I really want to cram in a 4-part story. I feel like that, you know, format might not cut it for this one, but I don't want to do more, but I feel like I might. I don't know, I'm not sure. Yeah, again, I didn't feel like it had the same impact. Again, I wanted to add someone else, so it wasn't just the editor action figure. I wanted to use the David Tennant figure just because it was just a different figure to use and that. And yeah, he's the assistant person to the editor's character. Yeah, I do have ideas, quite a few ideas for the next couple of ones, but again, it's like listing what, you know, goes in where, you know, if you've got loads of big sort of reveals, you know, 3 reveals of you know, plot twisting reveals, do you put all 3 in one episode, you know? Then how is it gonna flame out slowly, you know? It's all just gonna go up, or maybe all gonna go middle ground for some people. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah, that's been my behind the scenes so far for Red Planet Project Part 2. Thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.